You don't buy a car out of provocation. Maybe because your neighbor refused to give you a lift, and then you rush into the market, you want to buy a car. Do not do that. If not, trust me, you're going to regret it and you will likely cry at the end. Do not buy a car because someone humiliated you, or maybe because someone insulted you because of a car, and then you rush into buying a car. It is quite very wrong. Now, listen, before you buy a car, make sure it's a plan that you've made. It is very, very important. And there are a few questions you should ask yourself before you get yourself a car. Number one question is, can I afford a car? If the answer is yes, then the second question should be, can you be able to fuel the car? If the answer is yes, then it takes us to the next thing you are supposed to do, which is make sure you make very deep inquiry on the type of car to buy, because if not, you might likely regret it at the end of the day. So before you get that car, make sure you ask questions to those who have already gotten a car severally before you and those who have knowledge about cars. Some people actually rushed into buying a car and they ended up regretting their actions because that car, they only drove it for few months and now it is now parked somewhere in a mechanic workshop, and the mechanics are now using the car as a warehouse where they pack their tools and working clothes. It is not supposed to be so. The reason we see cases like this is because these people who own some of these cars did not ask questions before they go into buying the car. Number one thing is that they think since the car is cheap, it is an opportunity for them to have a car or own a car, not knowing that there are so many other things that are involved in being a car owner. Let me shock you, some cars are like Samsung phones. Just like a screen for Samsung phone can be able to buy another phone entirely. The same way some cars, their engine or gearbox, the cost can buy another car. So, but if you don't have all this knowledge, if you don't ask the right question, and eventually, if anything happens to that car, you will end up leaving it somewhere on the road or maybe parked in one mechanic workshop or the other, abandoned. So don't just rush into buying a car because someone refused to give you a lift. Let it be a plan, and also ask yourself, can I be able to afford a car? If yes, what type of car should I get for myself as a first-time car owner so that I will not regret buying a car? So in summary, if you want to avoid premium tiers, do not rush into buying a car. And once you can afford a car, contact those who have good knowledge about cars. And don't go ahead to buy a car because it is cheap. Don't buy a car because you like the car. Buy a car that is efficient, a car that you can maintain, a car that you can fuel. Some cars, once you put 10 liters before you run from here to there, 10 liters is finished. When you remember you have to fuel your new car, you will begin to have BP. Then what's the essence? So that's why it is quite very important for you to do the right things before you get yourself a car. Treat this as a reminder. This is Hill Fox Autos Papers. See you on the next one and have a nice day.